Coming up on today's show, could the Kansas City Chiefs make a trade for T. Higgins? Is that on the table? We'll explain what exactly is going on there and break down the newest Chiefs trade rumor on the Bengals receiver coming up in just a matter of moments. Also, Adam Thielen, could he be a possibility for Kansas City? We'll explain what's going on in that situation on today's program. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. A little fan survey for the kingdom out there. I want to know, how long have you been a Chiefs fan? If you've been a Chiefs fan for 5 years or more, go ahead and like today's video. I know I'm still the new guy here on the Chiefs Report, been doing this show for less than 90 days now, so I just need to survey the kingdom and get an idea where you guys are at when it comes to being Chiefs fans. Whether you're somebody that's been with this team all the way back to the Len Dawson days, maybe it's Alex Smith or Patrick Mahomes, maybe you just came on board because you wanted to support Taylor Swift's boyfriend. I don't know. Like the video if you've been a Chiefs fan for 5 years or longer. If not, comment how long, tell us, and we'll get started with today's show. FanSided has named Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins as a top trade target for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know what you're thinking already. Wait a second. T. Higgins, I thought this wasn't an option. I thought that the Bengals had no interest in making the Kansas City Chiefs any better, that they were all in on this year. Well, time is relative, folks, and these things change pretty quickly. Listen to this from FanSided. Higgins has proven he can be a team's primary receiver if given the chance. The 25-year-old began his career posting 3 straight seasons with at least 65 catches, 900 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Injuries and Jamar Chase's presence have derailed that streak, but he'd slot into as the unquestioned alpha in Kansas City's sans Rice. However, it cost a pretty penny to acquire and extend him, and the Chiefs would have to extend him to make it worthwhile. So, before the season, there was no chance of this happening whatsoever. But things change. The Bengals, that team is dog shit. They are awful. That was supposed to be a team that was a serious threat, a contender in the AFC, and their chances to make the postseason are slim to none at this point. And with T. Higgins likely leaving in the offseason, you might as well potentially trade him at this point. And the Bengals, with all they're about to lose, with Higgins and Trey Hendrickson and others here, you might not worry about, all right, do we really want to make the Chiefs better when we're a long ways off ourselves? Now this is more of a possibility than it ever was before, with the Chiefs needing some receiver help, with T. Higgins looking for a new home to get paid, and the Bengals potentially looking to get something out of Higgins. This might work and make sense. Higgins, a former second-round pick out of Clemson. He's had 3 career seasons with at least 900-plus receiving yards, and he's played a lot of football in his young career, 61 career games played with 55 starts. The production has been there. As you can see, 2022 and 2021, over 1,000 yards and at least 6 touchdowns in both of those seasons. So far this year, he's accounted for 18 catches for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns. What would it take? The good news for Kansas City is the trade market at receiver has dwindled quite a bit. The Stephon Diggs trade kind of reset the market for better. So a trade for a wide receiver is cheaper now than what it was the last couple of seasons. I think right now, if the Bengals are willing to trade T. Higgins, which I think they're much more likely to now than they were previously, you could probably get him for about a 3rd-round pick potentially. Should the Chiefs trade for T. Higgins? You got 2 options here. Type T for trade, P for pass. Weigh in and let us know. The Chiefs Report is your one-stop shop for all things Kansas City Chiefs, as we're bringing you our daily news and rumors. We have our live shows every Tuesday, watch parties on game days, breaking news, Q&A mailbags, and more. If you are a real member of the Chiefs Kingdom, you got to be subscribed to the Chiefs Report. Help us reach our next milestone, closing in on 60,000 subscribers on the channel. And the best part about it, it's absolutely 100% free. Does not cost you a thing to subscribe to the Chiefs Report. Subscribe now, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Stay up to date. We got you covered here on the channel. Let's talk Adam Thielen now. Speaking of trade rumors involving the receiver position, they're just all over the place with this Chiefs team right now. And old man Adam Thielen is now one of the newest options for the Kansas City Chiefs, according to Sports Illustrated. Monday morning quarterbacks Albert Breer suggesting a potential trade for Thielen. Here's more. The Kansas City Chiefs plan at receiver, examine what it looks like with Xavier Worthy, JuJu Smith-Schuster, etc. at the position, and then plan toward the November 5th trade deadline. That's election day, by the way. The Tennessee Titans, DeAndre Hopkins and Treylon Burks, and Panthers, Adam Thielen and Deontay Johnson could have options for Kansas City should it get aggressive. The team certainly isn't counting on having Rashee Rice or Marquise Hollywood-Brown for the rest of the year, even if a glimmer of hope exists. And the discussion has been those guys potentially being back for the playoffs, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. When I look at potential options on the trade market, when I factor in the combination of talent level and cost, this is the most bang for your buck you're going to get. When I was going to college at the University of Kansas, I loved shopping at Checkers. And my people in Lawrence, they know all about Checkers. All that money you'd be saving at Checkers, I'd get those bananas for 25 cents. I could get me a six-pack of beer for $5 or $6. I mean, Checkers had the deals. And it wasn't the highest quality I could get. It wasn't like going to Dillon's, or it wasn't like going to Costco. But I got some deals at Checkers, and I was always satisfied every time I shopped at Checkers. If you bring in Adam Thielen, this is going shopping at Checkers. You're getting Checkers here. Checkers or Wreckers. I like this idea because of the low cost and a pretty decent talent level, all things considered, without having to give up too much here. Thielen, undrafted in 2013, signed with the Vikings, and had a good run with the Vikes, was a two-time Pro Bowler, second-team All-Pro in 2017, joined the Panthers in 2023, and a lot of people thought his career was over, and even with all the instability at the quarterback position for the Carolina Panthers, he still has looked pretty decent there, playing alongside Bryce Young and Andy Dalton and company, and this could be a cheap temporary solution just for the time being for what the Chiefs are looking for. More on Thielen coming up in just a bit and breaking down this situation for the Chiefs. But I want to hear from you guys. Should the Chiefs trade for Adam Thielen? Type Y for yes and for no. Get in the comment section and let us know. Today's show is sponsored by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Choose two or more players in any given category. Get the choice of more or less. And here's what we're talking about, folks. Whether it's football with fantasy points, basketball, rebounds, goals in hockey, home runs in baseball, there's all sorts of different categories to choose from. I had a big winner this week on PrizePicks. If you played along with me on Monday night, you made some money. I had Travis Kelce hitting the more on 59.5 receiving yards. Easy. I had Salvi hitting the more on 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Salvi came through big time against the Yankees. I put $20 down. I made $60 on this PrizePicks, folks. You can do the same. And PrizePicks is offering you quite the deal right now. When you spend $5, they are giving you $50 for free instantly. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Doesn't get any better than that. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. I don't think a trade for Thielen's going to cost that much. I think you're talking about giving up about a 6th-round pick is all it would take to bring in Adam Thielen, which is just a bargain. And he's got a relatively reasonable contract, too. Here's what I mean by Thielen still playing at a decent level. Last year, over 1,000 receiving yards, 103 catches, and he's a possession receiver. Look, I love me some Xavier Worthy. You guys know that. But he's not a possession receiver. He's not replacing Rashee Rice in that role. Adam Thielen could replace Rashee Rice in that role. Now, there is a possibility that the Chiefs roll with what they got. And I'll say this. I was very, very happily surprised with what I saw from the man with 3 names known as JuJu Smith-Schuster. What's with hyphenated names, by the way? I know that he had that play that, should have been a touchdown but turned into an interception. But other than that, still had 7 catches for 130 yards. If JuJu keeps this up, Xavier Worthy develops, and you got that guy Travis Kelce, you might be fine. You might be able to be good with what you got. But if not, as the trade deadline nears, less than a month away, the Chiefs have options, which is in a good position to be at if you're Kansas City, all things considered. All right, your chance to be Brett Veach. All things are not created equal here. They never are. If you had to pick one to trade for, knowing the circumstances, would you trade for T. Higgins or would you trade for Adam Thielen? If you'd trade for T. Higgins, type T for T. Higgins. If you would like to trade for Adam Thielen, type Adam for Adam Thielen. 2 options. Choose wisely. You can only choose one. Let us know what you would do. Appreciate you joining us here on this edition of the program that we happen to call the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Subscribe now for the latest happenings on your favorite team each and every day. Our daily news and rumors, our watch parties. I know it's a bye week, but believe me, folks, we are going to have plenty of content over the coming days. We will keep you alert and informed. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know about it right here on the channel. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.